1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, lifting the hood here on recording right before the penultimate race of the season at Phoenix. My name's Adam. Here's how I set everything up. This is OBS. It captures the game footage and the game audio, and then I'm recording myself separately in Audacity. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the beginning is just to sync up my voice with the video. So I just time it with this, and we're good to go. Here's the thumbnail I use. I can, type whatever here. I use Affinity Designer, nice little program. Take a screenshot in the game, and we're done. And here's what the standings look like. All I do is basically, here's Rockingham results. And what I do is I copy the points base into here, and then I have laps led. I copy laps led as well from the race results. So then I can just go down and add the bonus points. So Rusty Wallace should have had 38, but led a lap, so he's up to 39. Then I'll alphabetize that, and you see their numbers stay there. Then I go to their standings, alphabetize it here, and then sort this by their overall points. I have formulas that are adding all the races, and then I just put them in here, and I have formulas that subtract from the final. Same thing with the playoffs. And I'm keeping track of laps led and everything for the season recap. And here's something interesting. We're 4 points behind Bill Elliott, as you just saw, and we'll talk about briefly coming up. But we have 0.3 of a better average finish than him, and that's him getting a bunch of bonus points for leading laps. That's why he's ahead of us. And then finally, we'll set up the. For example, we'll do, say, 250 minutes. 100% chance that we get a random caution. We'll show there you go, 177 plus 5, because they say, hey, it takes 5 minutes for you to get in the game, settle down, and for the green flag to drop. I can change that to whatever. But in 182 minutes, we'd get the caution. But what I'm going to do is set this for 62 minutes, 100, and then we don't see when it's going to go. And driver, start your engines. We're ready to go. So yeah, as I was just talking about, we're 4 points behind Bill Elliott coming into this, and we just got to keep tabs on him, see where he's at. Let's not lose too many points to him, or let's try to gain some points on him. One race after this. And then we're looking at the playoff points. This is the final race before Atlanta, as I've said. And the top 4 drivers after this race get into Atlanta, and then the top finisher Atlanta wins our playoffs. Elliott, Irvin, and Allison on the outside looking in right now. And we'll see what's going on. I mean, Bill Elliott, DNF here, he'll lose out on everything. So it's pretty wild. Here we go. All right. Deep breath. Kind of sexy Phoenix here. It's a 2018. It's the remodel version. So we're in turn whatever right now. Turns 1 and 2, and then we're going to be hitting the back stretch here. And half of this race is just going to be me correcting what turn we're in, because I'm going to, this has always been turn 1 up ahead, but it's turn 3 now. And I think by the end of this race, we'll have them all figured out. We'll relearn the turns. I said we have to keep tabs on Bill Elliott, and it's going to be easy at the beginning. He's right in front of us. When we're in a big pack like this, or even after just a single foul restart, I will hang out on the outside. just like every track ever made for NR2003, whether it's came with the game or made by the community, the user community. Every track has little quirks and little idiosyncrasies you have to learn. And we'll talk about those once I get out of this muck. I've been going radio silent because I've had to concentrate. This is a fun Phoenix. I'm glad we decided to go with this one rather than the stock NR2003 Phoenix, which is just drab and not a lot of good racing. And here we have good racing, but now everything's going to settle down into single file, and that's how it'll go. So we had to gain as many spots as we could off that start, and we did. And we're ahead of Bill Elliott right now. Very good. Now we'll start getting into talking about the track, maybe. Depends on what Kyle Petty does here. I told you I liked sticking around on the outside. It's because of what Kyle Petty is doing right now. I'm not used to that big sweeping turn and taking that low yet. I mean, I could spend another month practicing the track and then we'll have it nailed. But the AI runs a much more consistent and faster line on the inside, where the blue car is up there, kind of Sterling Marlin. And the tricky part is there's just sweet spots in that turn if you're underneath or surfing that yellow line, where if you get down and surf that yellow line too early, you'll be your left side tires and right side tires will be on two separate surfaces. We did that kind of good there, but we're fast otherwise. We're fast without having to do that, and I don't have to worry about it. And actually try to show that we have room behind us. We have some wiggle room here to make a mistake. So I'm going to try to get under here, and you're going to see like that. It just feels like you're on two separate surfaces. We hit the wall there, no damage, thank God. But if you surf that line perfectly, you can get really fast lap times, but I am just a dude with the internet, not a professional driver, so I can't nail that every time. And even where we're at right now, the AI would be below us. They would find a line below us and they would stick that and race us out of that turn. And then if someone is above us, we're 3 wide and it's dangerous. So I just avoid it. I just avoid that. All right. But this is a nice, nifty track. I don't know what's going on with Bill Elliott this race. He's usually up near the front. I wish I had a genuine spotter or crew chief this race to remind me to straighten my wheel out coming out of these turns. Because if you...
There's an accident in turn 2.
Accident in turn 2. I forget what turn that is. We'll look for smoke. It's coming up here. This is turn 1. But yeah, I have to start straightening the wheel right now, because if I don't, I lose ground on the AI. The AI gains on us. Same thing. And even that time, I didn't straighten the wheel out, and you can see they pulled away just a touch. But we'll be fine. You can see how low Jeff Bodine was there, the red car. And that's pretty cool. I mean, they have the AI running multiple lines here. They'll run the dog leg down there for no reason sometimes. You see Jeff Bodine doing it there. But it seems like he's lost a step here. And you can't fall asleep at the wheel because the AI is going to catch up to us. That's Morgan Shepherd there catching up to us. I put up all the info. We have 1 random caution. Modified fuel window of about 47 to 50 laps. Damage is on. Oh, and you saw the random caution was set up anyway, so I didn't have to tell you that. And like I said, once everything's settled in, that's pretty much what's going to happen here. Bill Elliott in 16th. Mark Martin out in the lead. I'll try to keep tabs on the playoff drivers this race, but no guarantees. It's not top of mind. And I know I just talked about the points, but I totally forget who's in and who's out. I know Bill Elliott's out. That's all I remember right now. Davey Allison too. But I'm not going to be keeping live, tracking those playoff positions live or anything during the race. I could, but that's a whole thing. All right, we're in the thick of it here. We've caught up to this group because they're racing. And unfortunately, that group behind us is catching us. And I've been kind of just going through the motions, but I think now we got to start racing again here.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
Bill Elliott still in 16th. I mean, he's right behind Morgan Shepherd and all these guys, so.
Inside. Clear.
Yeah, I'm glad the season's having, at this point, a climactic ending, points-wise. And I'm really pleased with everything we've learned this season. I think all the fuel mileage, like the modified fuel windows and things, that's worked out beautifully. The 35 and 40% distance races are awesome. I've refined my editing flow. We've learned a lot of good things this season that we can take into future seasons, and especially finding this nice Phoenix. That's awesome. We'll always have Phoenix on the schedule because of this. One thing we have to remember to do is when we start getting pitters, I need to jump in the replay and see where the commitment line is. The last couple races, not exactly the last couple races, but within the last 4 or 5 races, there's been a couple times where I've gone to pit road and I have no idea which line is the beginning of pit road where we have to get down to speed. So, all right, Jeff Bodine had a bobble there.
Stay low. Still there.
Boy, we lucked out with the Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott just got caught
Outside.
in the mess,
Clear.
and he's lost some spots here, but
Car inside.
let's be careful. That's why I don't like running down there. I don't even like racing these guys here, because they're sneaky quick in that big sweeping turn and get under me. But yeah, Bill Elliott's had good luck all season, and I guess his bad luck that we get is him losing 5 spots at the beginning of a race. But I'll take it. Tires look good. But yeah, in order to level the playing field with the AI, make everything equal, have a good full fuel run, quote unquote, I had to bring the tire wear down a little bit. So we don't go through tires nearly as fast, but the AI doesn't either. Just a little compromise I had to make. But I don't care. I mean, I want good, fast racing with some tire management built in, and we've seen that at a lot of tracks, and that's all I want.
Keep high. Clear. Inside.
I don't know what Jeff Bodine wanted to do there, so we'll just take that spot back, maybe.
Car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Next time we go through the dog leg on our own, I'll show you what it's like to actually cut the track there. When we're on our own, I never do it. It's just one less thing to worry about. The differences in the angle of the track, you know. But we'll do it here. Yeah, it's just an unnecessary thing. Like, there's no reason for me to do it. I did test it to see if it was faster, and it isn't. We're doing a good job of straightening out. Whenever we really sweep up to that line, or to that wall, out of the real tight turn, which is turn 3 now. If I sweep up to that wall, that means I'm doing it right. And I still can't nail it. We lost some ground on Rusty Wallace there. So this is good. We survived the start. Great racing there at the beginning. But when a caution comes out, everybody starts making moves again. And it's not a cautions breed cautions kind of track, but it just gets racy when everybody's back together, because there's so many lines to take. We're about 7 laps from pit stops here. Let's be sure to stay around the top of the track there on that entry to pit road. Make sure we don't get into any AI cars. Bill Elliott in 17th. So as it stands, we have a 2-point lead on him. But as I said, when a caution comes out and everyone gets bunched back together, he can gain all those back in a heartbeat. But, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised with how nice the AI is here, how nice the track is. Just a great job. But they've done a ton of tracks that because I was so I'm in love with this Phoenix that they did, I'm starting to look into all their other ones. And you know, because I know I said I didn't want to relearn all these tracks, but that was in the beginning. That was like in the middle of a season. I didn't want to do it again like I did in '97. That was just very taxing. But in the downtime between this season and the next season, I'm going to dial in a bunch of new tracks for the 2000 season. Because it's the year 2021, and people are pouring their heart and soul into some of these mods, into some of these tracks, that I want to use them up. All right, 45. That's early. Wall. All right, we'll pit here.
You're in the top 10.
But let's see what the sitch is. All right, we'll match. I want my hood. This is what we're going to see. The first yellow line. Or that is the only yellow line. Okay.
The leader's pitting now.
Well, so are we.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500.
There we go. I think I fixed the braking issue. I said I recalibrated my steering wheel and pedal, and you saw how we were able to just there was just something amiss all season when we were braking at low speed, and I think I figured it out, and we were able to just slam the brakes on there and get down to speed. So, and we're doing it again here. Yeah, there was just something wrong,
Leader's pitting now.
and it was just recalibrating the pedal. Something I'll know in the future to do.
Go, go, go!
All right,
Keep
let's
it
not
under
speed.
45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
No reason to speed.
Watch
No
that
reason to
speed now.
be
Keep it
stupid.
on 3,500 in second.
And we're with these guys. We've been with all race long.
The leader's pitting now. Okay, merge when you can.
There's Rusty flying past us. Here's Kyle Petty behind us. I'm not seeing old Bill anywhere.
Inside. Still there.
Is Davey Allison wounded there? Nope, looks like he stayed on the track in the rear view. I don't know what happened. Oh, but with fresh tires and learning the track, we are flying right now. was looking at the standings and hit the flipping wall. That's a damage. That's some damage there. We should be fine though. Let's turn that off right now.
We won't fix the damage.
So we're in 9th, Elliott in 13th. What's that? 2 seconds behind us. Yeah, I think it's just going to be another, especially early in the run. This is just going to be a matter of settling in and riding around. All right, skipped a sizable chunk there. We just got the call out that we're halfway home a couple laps ago. Not much has changed. Kyle Petty got around us. He had a big charge and got around us, and we gave him the spot, but he kind of plateaued after that. And Davey Allison's charging behind us. That's why I was jumping back in here, because he's coming hard. The last couple laps, he's been coming hard, and Bill Elliott is behind him. Not with him, but behind him. And we're just letting Davey Allison go. We're not going to race him. We're just going to fall in line. It's just a good difficulty. I mean, I painstakingly went through all these tracks, and granted, we just learned everything about Phoenix in the last. Oh, I did. In the last couple days, I was a little bit ahead of schedule with the final 4 or 5 races. So I had a couple days to really tune in Phoenix, and we have it. And I'm pleasantly surprised. But at the same time, I think it's just, of all the work I've done with all these other tracks, I have a general idea on how any new track, how to set that up. How to set up the AI pit windows and stuff to be fast the whole way with us. So that gives me confidence that we'll be able to do that in the future, even on semi-short notice. I'm trying to make passes here, believe me. Looking at the standings again like an idiot. Elliott's 1.3 back. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We'll keep an eye on that. If he starts getting closer, we'll have to. We'll have to start pushing the car to get a pass to get away from him. AI first started pitting on lap 45, so they'll be pitting again on lap 90 or so, which would be with 35 laps left. And again, tire wear isn't as big of an issue as it was at Rockingham or at Charlotte. I've made a note to try to make it a little bit of a bigger issue here, but for our purposes of getting a good, fast, competitive race. Oh, there's the two different track surfaces that threw me off, and that's nearly the line that the AI runs down there whenever they can get faster than us coming out of that turn. And that's what was so frustrating to me, that I couldn't figure it out, so I've abandoned it. But yeah, for our purposes of tuning in this track, getting good, fast, competitive racing, I didn't go too deep into the weeds with a solid track or tire wear model, but it's still bad. I mean, we've lost 0.6 through the run so far. Pretty sure the leaders are dealing with lappers. We haven't passed many lappers. I don't even... we haven't even passed any of those guys. They're probably a lap down because of, you know, pit road and stuff, or the leaders genuinely passed them, and we haven't gotten there yet. But I haven't seen any of those cars yet. I just saw we lost Bobby Hillen to an engine thing. All right, let's be careful with these clowns in front of us. And take a look at that. It's been, I don't know, 8-9 laps since I started talking again after a little break. And we skipped some of the race. Bill Elliott was 1.3 behind us, and they still are. Darrell Waltrip just took him over. And this is just a solid difficulty. Everybody's just evenly matched. And it's a track position race. Phoenix is always about track position. Whoa, Kyle Petty. Don't do that.
Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right, let's snap out of it and start racing again. Get in that racing mentality. I should have had, okay. It seems like I could have had him down into this turn, but I don't like it. Bill Elliott's right on us now. Man, he swept up there quick. It's because these clowns are racing. I liked where we were at after pit stops. I still do. But I don't like Bill Elliott on us now. Especially because he might get under us right now. Well, that was my fault. That's fine. See, Darrell Waltrip somehow snuck underneath him. Beats the heck out of me how he did that. He said we were 3 wide, but it might have just been an inch of Darrell Waltrip's car. I don't know. Oh, there's tire wear here. I'm not able to hold that up on top like I was at the beginning of the run. All right, there's lappers up here. I see Bob Schacht. I don't know if there's anybody else with him. So things will get bunched up here. Whoa, okay. Whoa, looks like Ken Schrader got sideways there. And Bill Elliott's taking that. And again, we can't be, I don't want to be down there. and we may force to be down there later in the race.
Clear. Inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside. Stay
Who's this
high.
ghost car that's forcing everybody 3 wide?
Stay high. Keep high. Keep high. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right. We got some separation from Sterling Marlin here, so we can go back to running this line down here in this turn. Maybe I'm just gunning it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm gunning it when I shouldn't be. I have to treat it differently. I don't know. Because I was surfing that yellow line. I thought we were going to get loosey-goosey there, but we didn't. But I'm not trying it again. Just keep an eye out for pitters. I learned that the hard way in one of the test sessions I did. They really slam on the brakes.
Car inside.
Is Bill Elliott going to spin out Bob Schacht?
Stay high. Keep high.
All right, we have a chance here. We're
Keep high.
driving this in here to get around Bob Schacht,
Keep high.
to pin Bill Elliott behind him, and that didn't really work.
Inside.
And we're 3 wide. Are we? I don't know.
Clear inside.
We're going to squeal these babies just to get around him. There we go. I forget what I was talking about. Pit road. Yeah. When they commit, they friggin' commit. And they're already going slow on that on that inside line. And then they just really slam on the brakes and go in. So that's why I've talked about it a few times already. If I have time, I'm going to dig up the stats from our 97 season and see, compare the number of cautions.
That car's lapped out.
So I think we've had way less cautions this year, this 92 season.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Oh, well, there's a caution. And I slowed up. I slowed up thinking that was the start finish.
Keep low.
It didn't cost us a spot because
Still there. Okay.
Hensley is a lap down.
Get to the pacing line. Stay behind the 66 car.
All right, let's go find the damage. Repair, no. Can we pit here?
Pit road is now open.
Oh yeah, we can. All right, one of the biggest
Keep it
pit stops of the
3500
season.
in seconds. The pace
Bob
car
Schacht
on the back
nailed us coming in,
Watch that
no
speed
problem.
now. Keep it on 3500 in seconds. The pace cars in turn 3.
Don't speed here. Like there's no reason to speed.
The pace cars
We're with
in
friends.
Turn 4.
I see our stall. Nobody's dipping down in front of us. We can just scoot in here. And don't hit us there, Ricky Rudd.
The pace cars in the kink.
Nice. Bill Elliott just hit Ricky Rudd. Let's see if he flashes. No.
Go, go, go! The pace cars in turn 1. Limit 45. Keep it under 3500 in seconds.
I don't know how Bob Schacht got out in front of us.
The pace cars in turn 2. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Good stop.
Stay behind the 95 car on the lead lap. Stay on the outside
Here's,
line.
whoa, we got a
Stay
smoker.
behind the
That looks like that's Ernie Irvin, so we're going to gain a spot. And those... Yeah, we are. I think he was ahead of us. Yes, he was. But we're going to gain a spot, so is Bill Elliott, so whatever. When I dig in before our 2000 season, I'm really going to dig in and try to see exactly what goes into these cars smoking and blowing up. As far as their ratings and stuff. Basically just set it to 100% or just like horrible. Okay, shut up. Here we go. We gotta stay on the outside. We're see, this isn't single file racing. This is just like the beginning of the race. I think there's going to be a wreck.
Green, green, green.
So let's stay cool here. Oh, I have to sneeze too. We're all right.
Clear.
Let's just do it. Let's just be careful. Whoa, we got craziness there. Telling you what happened there. Some cars got penalized for something. We're fine. I thought that was definitely bringing out a caution behind us. We were like 8 wide a lap ago. Yeah, I think some cars... I don't know what happened there. We'll take a peek. I'll show in the replay what's going on. But did some cars get penalized for passing Ernie Irvin? Okay. Everything's nice now, and we're in 6th. And these are the leaders ahead of us. And I'm too scared. I'm scared to even hit the standings button. There we go. Elliott in 9th. And he's right there. I mean, we're what? 134. So he's 1.3 back. Oh, I can just look here. He's right behind us. Or no, that's 94. That's not... That's Terry Labonte, not Bill Elliott in 1992. Hopefully, in post, when I'm putting together the race, I got a little more fun, or I had a little more fun and got a little more creative and experimented some with the FreeCamera and the replays and stuff. That's my one regret this season, was that I didn't have more fun with that and I didn't explore, really didn't unleash all of its potential and all the fun we could have with it. But we'll do that in the 2000 season. Unfortunately, this might be where we are stuck. Right here. And I'm actually gonna... I don't know what I want to do. I was gonna say I'm gonna save the car some in case Bill Elliott gets on us and we have to make moves. Or just wait for a bobble from one of these guys and make a pass. I meant to talk about it while we were under caution, but see the cactus at the start-finish line right here? That turns yellow under caution. And when I first cranked up this new track, I saw that was green. I'm like, man, that better be yellow under caution. And it is. So that's nice. But like I said, I think we're just kind of just going to wind down the laps here. Ah, wait a minute.
Car inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
No. Never mind.
Car inside.
All right, we may have a pass here on Kyle Petty.
Clear inside.
We're going to try again.
Stay high. Stay high. Stay
Bill
high.
Elliott gained a spot behind us a few laps ago. Kyle Petty and
Clear.
Davey Allison and Ken Schrader up here were racing. Slowed us up. Bill Elliott was coming up. So we're going to use the car up a touch here. And gain a spot, and hopefully Kyle Petty can just hold Bill Elliott off there. We're going to try to...
Outside. Still there.
Yeah, Ken Schrader got his momentum killed by Davey Allison making that pass. Get off of me. We didn't touch, but I knew I was bleeding up into that line when I shouldn't have.
Car outside.
So
Still there. Clear outside.
I had to make some evasive maneuvers there. All right, so we made a couple passes here. Bill Elliott, I don't think he led a lap during all the pit stops. But yeah, I mean, the AI makes passes here. They race. I was going to say, wow, it's boring up here. Rusty Wallace is just following Alan Kowicki around. But no, it seems like he has to make a move somehow. You know, it's not like we've seen at some tracks where they just get stuck there. But now, with everybody single file, the difficulty is really shining here. I still haven't looked up in all my, you know, when I skip some laps, I'm usually pausing the game during those skip laps and jotting down some notes and stuff. And I still haven't. I made a note that Dick Trickle wrecked on that early call out we got from the spotter, and we didn't get a caution for it. So I had that written down, but I still haven't seen it. And the last time I paused the game was to see if I only saw Earnhardt and Mark Martin, that they did a stop and go on pit road. So there was some kind of penalty enforced. Probably has something to do with just the weird start finish location here and the Ernie Irvin dipping off. I don't know. I'm gonna put on my deer stalker hat and put in my pipe and try to track down what happened there. All right. This is getting interesting here. Kyle Petty, or Bill Elliott got around Ken Schrader. So he's in 6th. We're in 4th. But what's interesting is Davey Allison's peeking on Rusty Wallace. And that might give us a window to get up here, but they're closing behind us. This is going to be wild. Oh, they're in. He's into Rusty Wallace. Damn it. I've been mentally on cruise control here. And I was waiting for Rusty Wallace to get spun up the track there. Didn't happen. Oh, here we go. And there goes Bill Elliott. They're on a mission. Those two guys together got around Ken Schrader, made a move. I kind of pinched Bill Elliott there. I didn't mean to. Damn it. We wanted to be with Davey Allison on this move. But although that's not definite. Oh, we got to hang on here. We want to gain something on Bill Elliott here. But if we don't want to wreck. This is a good turn. This is a really good turn. All right, we're back to where we kind of want to be. All right, Rusty Wallace said no thanks. It almost spun me out last time, Jack. I'm going up the track. Bill Elliott is on the inside of Kyle Petty in our rear view. Oh, Davey Allison had a weird exit there. But I don't think we're going to have enough here in this turn to get him. I don't know. We might be on the... Nope. Damn it. I was going to say, I thought we were in the sweet spot of the tires where we were going to have two straight awesome turn ones and twos. That didn't happen. That's fine. Boy, this is awesome. 2 races in a row that we have a nice, fun finish. That's NR2003 shining. Wall. Oh. We'll stay up high. We got to give them room down there. I really want to beat Davey Allison here and gain a point. Every point's everything here. Oh, hold on to it. Damn it. Bill Elliott got around Kyle Petty back there, it looks like. Come on, Kyle, fight back. We'll take a look at the standings and see what happened back there. I think he did. I think Kyle Petty beat Bill Elliott to the line. Yeah, we gained 3 points here if Bill Elliott didn't lead a lap. Nice. All right, here we go. We're not going to tabulate the points yet. You can probably do it on the back of a napkin right now if you want to, but you'll know them tomorrow when we run the final race at Atlanta. But, Ernie Irvan is going to be out of the playoffs with that bad finish. Mark Martin, that's going to be something to look at. I have it in front of me. He was 11 points above Bill Elliott to get in. So Bill Elliott is going to get in. The interesting part is Davey Allison was 10 points behind Ricky Rudd. And he only gained 8 points on him. So I think it's going to be us, Kulwicki, Rudd, and Elliott. I'm 99.89% sure there. And looking at everything else, it's, whatever. We had Hillen, Trickle, and Irvin have DNFs. Richard Petty was 4 laps down. Not sure what happened there. Mark Martin led the most laps here with 88. And, you know, I think that was, he led until that weirdo stuff happened with everybody pitting after that caution, which were penalties most likely. I don't know. I'm looking at the results export right now, and it's not showing. It has a section for penalties, but it's not showing any penalties were served. But there were stop and goes. Something happened. Whatever. And then Darrell Waltrip and Jeff Bodine were the cars that led a lap during the green flag stops. And that's it. All right, 1 race left. We gained 3 points on Bill Elliott. He didn't lead a lap here, so we're going to be 1 point behind going to Atlanta. That's awesome. And we just got to finish ahead of him. I have no idea what we're going to do about tiebreakers. So we got to finish 2 spots ahead of him, 2 points ahead of him. That's going to be Atlanta, and that's going to be the end of the season. This has been awesome. All right, thanks for watching.